Hi guys, it's been a while, again, but today is July 7th, and every high school AP student in the country knows exactly what day it is, because today is AP score release day, and I will be reacting. I'll be opening my scores on camera and then reacting to them. But before that, I'm going to review all my classes. I took 8 APs this year, exams. So I will be talking about all my courses, what I thought about every class. I'm going to be reviewing them before I open my scores. So if you don't really care about that, then you just want to see the scores, skip to this timestamp on the screen. Um, yeah. Pause. Before I get into this, I just want to preface this by saying that I just want to preface this by saying that I go to a really good school. I go to a public school, but it's actually well funded and stuff. And I really have good things to say about pretty much all of my teachers. I took one of these classes I took over the summer, which is something that my school offers, and you have to pay extra for it. Obviously, I'm a pretty privileged student. I've been very lucky to have these opportunities, and I'm actually very, oh my god, I'm very grateful for all my AP classes, even though I will complain about them. Okay, that's my disclaimer. Okay, so we have a tier list, and we're gonna rank our classes. So we're gonna start with AP 2D art and design. Okay, so the thing about this class is that it's low-key a lot of work, and I didn't expect that when I first signed up to take it. So then I low-key had a really hard adjustment period because I was just not prepared to walk in. Which is mostly my own fault because last year and when I took regular art, we just kind of I don't want to say we did nothing, but we low-key we made 4 pieces a year. And this year for AP art, we had to make I think it was nine. It was 9 full artwork. So it's double what I was used to working. And then also on top of my entire full schedule, I was literally fighting for my life every day. And then it made me burn out a lot. So then I just didn't like art anymore. And that's the whole reason I take class, right? So I was okay, it sounds kind of bad, but it wasn't really that bad. It was I think it was a learning experience for me, definitely, and I am taking it again next year. So what does that say about me? It was worth taking. I think it was if I didn't take it, I think I don't know. I learned a lot, but it was kind of hard, which is not what I expected, and that's okay. So we're gonna put AP art in we're gonna put it in some good moments because like it was there were moments where I enjoyed what I was doing, but there were also days where I would come to school and be I don't want to go to art today, which is really that should never be happening. So I'm gonna have to put it some good moments there. Um, to no one's fault but my own, really. Next up, we have AP Calc BC. I actually really liked calculus this year. My teacher, he was an AP reader for multiple years, so he actually knew what he was doing. Calc BC was actually a lot of work. It was actually I think it was one of the most work intensive classes that I had this year, and also ever one of the hardest math classes because we would we have homework every single day, right? Which is standard, which is I was used to that, whatever. And then it was also as we'd have a quiz and you'd have half a lesson after in the same class period because of how it accelerated the classes. And then literally and then every single day you would still have homework. Quizzes and tests every 2 days. Like it was a lot to keep up with, and then there were some parts where I literally could not keep up, and that's why I low-key almost got a B in the second semester. I enjoyed learning calc. There was never really a day where I didn't want to go to calculus, so I'm gonna put calculus above. I'm gonna put it in have fun mostly. Look at this, guys. We got AP Physics 1. I didn't like physics. I thought it was so boring, and this is the teacher, she was really nice, but I didn't really like her teaching style. I can just put it that way. Um, I just wasn't a huge fan, and I just felt it just wasn't being taught as clearly as classes Calc BC was, which is a pretty high bar, I will say. But I had a hard time learning the material and stuff. I had to cram for physics a lot. We can just put it that way. I had to actually kind of struggle through physics, and also I didn't really have fun doing it either. I had to struggle through calculus for part of it, but that was at least somewhat enjoyable to me, I think. Or most parts of it were enjoyable, but physics was it was just bad. It might be bad enough to be getting put in the awful tier. I think I'm gonna have to put physics in the I'm gonna put physics in the awful tier. I loved AP Lane, guys. It was so fun. Actually, I had a great time in AP. Like, I had like okay, so at our school there were like these two evil teachers for AP Lang. Like if you got them, like everyone just like dropped out of class. I'm not even like joking. But I had like the nice teacher, so that was great. So really no complaints on that front. Like I like writing and reading, so I had fun doing all like the analyses and stuff. I think there were like stressful moments with the essays, definitely. We would do like time writes in class, and then I would like walk out of class and I would just be like, because like I didn't finish my essay or something. But honestly, like overall, I had a great time. I loved the class, like the people in it, especially. I don't know, I missed that class. I would definitely, if you like, is gonna go in the great class take again category. And I know that's gonna like trigger some of my friends who had the bad teachers, but I swear, like you didn't have the same AP Lang experience, and I'm really sorry for that. But I did really like Lang. Okay, so AP Chemistry. AP Chemistry is definitely like a mixed bag for me because I had like I think okay, wait. We're gonna just like go on a tangent here because I hear so many people talk about how AP Chem is like the hardest, like or not the hardest, like so hard. Like everyone's like, oh my god, Chem is like so difficult. Like not from my school, like online. Like I was like on Reddit and I was like, people were like, oh my god, AP Chem 5 on AP Chem. Like okay, wait, Chem is like definitely like difficult, but I feel like my teacher was really good and I feel like she like taught all of the concepts like pretty decently. And I did sleep in class daily, so if my teacher was teaching well, I will say I did kind of like sleep through half of her lessons. I'm really sorry if she's somehow watching this. I'm really sorry. I didn't. It wasn't. I swear I wasn't doing it on purpose. Like we had some like fun labs and stuff. I didn't really do much in the labs because I was too asleep to be like trusted with the materials. I had a decent time in chemistry. I had a decent time, but I am gonna have to put it in just boring, just because I'm not. It's not gonna pass AP Art for me. Um, and also like I slept in class every day. I can't put any higher than that because of that. AP Stats. I effing hated AP Stats. Like if you talk to me in the past year, like you'll know that every single day, like in class, I'd be like, oh, I have to go to Stats. I have to go to Stats right now. I have to go to Stats. And it's because I genuinely hated Stats so much. Like first of all, I never wanted to take this class. Okay, I took this purely as like a grade boosting class, and it literally shows because you can like I did not give a gaff about anything that we did in stats. And also like in stats we took notes, but like she would only give us the PDFs and then you have to edit the PDF. So we'd all be taking notes on like our Chromebooks, but you couldn't type into the freaking like PDF. Well, I guess you like it was like annoying to type in the PDF. Okay, and it just like genuinely like it decreased the quality of my life, the quality of the class significantly for me. It was just very annoying. I hate the FRQ scoring system for stats also. Like instead of like getting points for like every like point like that they want you to get, like you get like your score basically gets ranked from like incomplete, like satisfactory, and like excellent. And like I would always like miss things, like, and I thought they were like small things. I feel like they were small things, but the stats rubric doesn't think so, and then it would drag my entire thing down by like there you go from like satisfactory to incomplete because I missed like a formula or something. Like I didn't write down a formula or something. This is a really long tangent, but all we have to really say about this is that I hated AP Stats. I hated AP Stats. It is the tier. It is the class that owns the awful tier. Okay, physics is above that. This is like, it's not even close. It's really not even close, and that's saying something because I didn't like physics either. Okay, it's enough of that. I'm not gonna talk about stats anymore because it makes me mad. Okay, U.S. history. Okay, I will say, guys, I had a really unique experience with apush this year because I took it during the summer, which is something that my school offers. It's really weird. I loved apush. I loved apush. I complained every day because I didn't want to be taking classes in the summer. Obviously, like I didn't want to be going somewhere for this. Like you would go like we would wake up at like 8 a.m. every day, and then we'd have to like drive in there for like half an hour, and then we would like stay there until like 3 p.m. and then come home. And it was like it's summer vacation. Why am I going to school? But also like if it had to be anything, I'm glad it was apush because that like the course content and the teacher and the class like it got me through the suffering of taking freaking summer school. I had like so many friends who also did it. Shout out to my friends. They made the experience. But also, I think like I also really like history. Like I love history, guys. I complained about apush like when I was taking it, but genuinely like I think like thinking back on it, like my opinion has definitely changed. Maybe it's because I've had like a year to heal from it. And the teacher was really good. Like he was genuinely like, he was a really good teacher, and I loved his vibe too. Like he was a really nice guy. He's really funny. I'm gonna have to put apush in great class take again. I'm gonna have to put it in great class take again. Last one on the list. Last one on the list. I'm scared. Okay, it's AP research. And if you know, if you talk to me in the past year again, you know, like what I was to fucking say. because AP research was a trip. If you're familiar with like the research process, just like sit down for a second, like the scientific research process, because I'm gonna have to explain it to the uninitiated. Okay, so like like when you Google like, okay, so how fast is like climate change advancing today, or like by what percentage is climate change projected to increase in the next 10 years? Okay, something like that. And then you Google it, and then Google tells you like a number, and it's like 30% or something. But like, where does that number come from? It's because a bunch of scientists sat down and they were like, okay, guys, so how exactly do we quantify something like climate change? How do we like measure it? Like, and then they write down a bunch of like criteria for evaluating climate change. And then they were like, okay, well, so how are we going to find out what climate change is going to look like in the next 10 years if we only have data for climate change now and the world is constantly changing? And then they it's maybe like, I know there's like software out there that you can like plug in like climate models that project like how climate is going to change based off of like what we have right now. Very complicated sciencey data stuff, okay? And then they sit down, the group of scientists, they sit down and then they like just run all the models, they do all the tests, they do all the like fancy science things, right? And then after they like finish doing all that, like after they've created like a research method, like a research process, they've done the researching, then they're gonna like look at all the numbers and then do like statistical analysis on them to make sure that like all the numbers are like good. In baby terms, this is like probably we can understand like research as. And then it's like I'm describing a very like intensive process, right? I'm describing a process that takes like a bunch of like people with PhDs, like sometimes like multiple years, depending on like how intense the area of study is, right? Okay, and then AP research is just the class where you take a bunch of high schoolers and then you just kind of like throw them into it and you're like, just write a paper. Just write a paper. So we wrote papers. And oh my god. The problem with me is I aimed too close to the sun, right? Like I wanted to do so much with my project because I was like, oh my god, like research is so cool. This is gonna go on my college application next year. I aimed way too high. I did a project on, okay, hydrology. It's like I did something about flooding, okay? And for that, like what I needed was like a lot of real world data that was like really detailed and like a lot of numbers, okay? A lot of numbers. And then I had to plug them into like some software. Like it was like industry standard hydrology freaking undergraduate student software, okay? Whatever. I didn't know how to use it, obviously. I had to just learn everything like by myself like in a year. And like it was just so bad. Like I didn't have a research advisor. I tried, but like no one would say yes to me. I just thought AP research was so hard. Like, I can like name 5 people in my class who got like a better quality research project than me. And they didn't have to like do all this because like they picked a better topic or they were like already more educated. I had to learn hydrology from scratch and I still don't know it. There were like multiple crash outs. Like people who know me in real life like know, like there was one time where I came to school like crying because I spent the entire week working on my results section. If you know research, you know. Like I said I was doing like a hydrology project, right? Like I had a lot of numbers. It wasn't something that I could procrastinate into 1 week and then do well. So I procrastinated all into 1 week. And then I proceeded like the day before it was due, like I had like a crazy meltdown because I was like, oh my god, like this is so bad. And the next morning I like woke up crying and like I cried the entire day. I cried like during past, I cried during lunch, I cried during research. It was so bad. And there's another time where I fully skipped school because I didn't want to turn in the presentation that you have due at the end of the year. Like I just wasn't done because my results still weren't done. This is something that haunted me throughout the year. But I will say, I think the teacher for AP research, like he's one of my favorite teachers of all time. Okay. And I felt like he really cared a lot about the course, which is why I wanted to care so much about the course, right? Like I wouldn't have put all this work in if it was just for like nothing. And so for that, and I know I complain about it a lot, but the problem with AP research is that like I've developed a Stockholm syndrome relationship with AP research. It was all suffering of my own will, right? If I just didn't care, it could have been over a lot faster, but I cared so much. And for that, I have to put research in. I have to put it in had fun mostly because I literally wanted to put it in great class significance so bad, but after talking about the crash outs, like I actually never had fun. I barely had fun, but I was really passionate about this class. And I hope that it shows in my scores, which we're going to talk about next. We're going to do some predictions. Okay. So after all that yapping, I don't know how I talked for that long. It's really not that serious. Like I really didn't need to be doing all that. We're going to do predictions for all my courses, okay? So I think I'm gonna go up the tier list. Okay, so for AP Stats, I'm expecting a solid 2 on that exam, and I'm not joking. Okay, I low-key like I don't even need to say anything about this. Okay, next. Physics, AP Physics. Okay, the class was really hard, but the exam was really easy. So I think I'm gonna give it a.
I'm gonna predict a 5, okay? I'm gonna predict a 5. For chem, I think I want to say I thought chem was easy this year. Or like I didn't think it was that hard. Like I answered all the questions, so I'm gonna have to give myself. Well, I'm gonna predict a 5, and if I get a 4, you guys have to like not. Just don't make it weird, okay? Just okay. So for AP2D art, I hope I got a 5. It's gonna be really upsetting if I don't get a 5, so I'm gonna have to say 5. I'm gonna have to go with 5. Okay, for calc PC, I think it's a 4. I think it's a 4. Even though the 5 rate was 44%, I think it's a 4 because I left like half an FRQ blank and I think I missed like all the MCQ. I hope I got a 5 on that, but I'm gonna say realistically I got a 4. Okay, for AP Research, I the distributions for AP Research weren't looking that good, okay? I think like maybe I'm just in my head, but I'm gonna have to give myself a 4 for AP Research. I really hope I got a 5. Like I want to get a 5 on AP Research more than I do on calc, but I'm gonna say 4 just so like my heart isn't broken if I get a 4. AP apush, I think I got a solid 5 on that. No, actually I think I missed like one of the FRQs. It's possible that I got a 4, but I think I'm leaning closer to 5. Lang, I think I got a 5. Lang, solid 5. Okay guys, so I've logged into the college board and I'm scared. Okay. Oh, they're here. Okay, shit. Okay, I got a 5 on APR. Let's effing go. Okay, wait. Calc is next. I'm scared. I don't want to see this. I'm actually scared. Oh my god, I got a 5 on calc. Oh my god, I got a 5 on AP. Yes, yes. Bless up, bless up. I'm goaded. Wait, I'm goaded. Okay. All I need now is a 5 on research, and then I can like celebrate for the rest of my life. I'm so serious. Okay, wait. I'm so scared. Okay, if you can. This is a low stakes one. If I got a 4, I'm okay with it. I don't get that. Let's go. Okay, wait, guys. I'm actually am I low key goaded? Wait, I'm actually scared. Hold on. Okay, Lang. Fives across the board. Let's go. Wait, I feel crazy right now. I feel like I'm doing too much. But wait. This is actually really good. This is actually so good. Wait, hold on. Let me cook. Okay, let me gas myself up a little. Okay, just let me glaze for a second. Okay, physics one. Okay. All right. I'm goaded. Wait, am I actually goaded? Wait, guys, I actually feel okay. I'll literally just show me AP Research. Just show me AP Research. Oh fuck, I don't want to see. Wait, I'm not. Don't get excited. Oh wait, I'm gonna calm down for a second so I don't get disappointed. Oh my god! I got a 5 on. Wait, 5 on research. Wait, 5 on. I'm gonna wait. Oh my god! Wait, this is actually like no way. Holy shit! Wait, that's like. Oh my god! Wait! I feel really good about this. Wait, that's really good. Wait, that's so good. Wait, I'm goaded. Wait, I'm fucking goaded. Okay, wait. Oh, stats. Wait, this is like locked in a 3. I'm so dead ass. There's no way it's. I'm telling you guys, it's either a 2 or a 3. Oh, okay, so I got a 4 on stats. Okay, wait, what the fuck? Wait, I'm telling you guys, I genuinely thought I failed that. Okay, I really thought wait, I'm actually so serious. Wait, that's really good. Okay, wait. 5 on apush. I don't know why I gasped for that. Like, this is what that's Loki what I predicted. Wait. Oh, and that's all of them. Wait. Oh my god, I'm fucking goaded. Whoa. Wait. Oh my god. Let me look. I locked in, guys. I fucking locked in. Wait. Oh my god. Hello? Wait, I'm celebrating today. The fuck? I'm really happy about this.